Hello everyone, Mr. Fungi64 here, and welcome back to Pokemon Silver. Last time we caught Ho-Oh, after a very long-felt, multiple-attempt battles trying to catch Ho-Oh. Meeting you on the name radar screen, because I want to say thank you to Sheep Sleep, good name, for the suggestion of Starla for Lugia, who we caught a couple episodes back. Thank you once again, Sheep Sleep. A nice, elegant name for a fairly elegant Pokemon, I like to say. When it wants to be. And today, after a bit of preparation, because when I go on the Pokemon here, you may notice, Smitty, named after Smitty Warben Jaegerman Jensen from SpongeBob. Let me just wrong stats. The Haunter, who is going to hopefully help me catch the legendary beast trio in today's episode. Now, I can't confirm that I'll get all three in this episode. But I do hope to at least catch one this episode. So, and I've looked up some strategies. We're gonna start at Eckerteak City, and then go south. If I could pull up the old Pokegear real quick. South to 37, to 36, to 35. And then if I don't find any of them, we'll fly back to Eckerteak and start again. But we need level 40 Pokemon, because that's higher than the other Pokemon, but just equal to the legendary beasts. Apparently they're level 40. And the reason Gary's here is, so I actually tried doing this once before the other day, but things weren't going well, so I decided to can recording yesterday. So that's why there was no episode yesterday. However, to make it up, I'm going to release an episode on Sunday, tomorrow, to make up for not having one yesterday. But I learned that I remember, because I forgot, I guess, because it's been so long since I've actually had to walk between the routes of Johto, and not just fly everywhere with shoes. We need Gary, at least I think we need Gary to use Cut to get back to Route 45 from here. So that's why Gary's here. And our main team is Cypher, Shoes, and Fresnel, and I guess Starla, if the going gets rough. But hopefully Smitty here can help, because he's got Mean Look. I showed this earlier. He's got Mean Look. Yeah, right there. As well as Confuse Ray, Nightshade, and Dream Eater. Do I have a Hypnosis TM? Didn't I pick that up? Or am I completely and utterly wrong? That's not even the right... Do I have Hypnosis? Because that would pair very well with Dream Eater. Could actually be good. I'm not seeing it. No, we don't. Okay, well, for some reason I thought we had one, but I guess not. So yeah, that's the plan. Now, I also plan on using the Master Ball on Raikou specifically, but if the going gets rough, I'm down to use it on any of the three, because I've only got one, and I'm using it. So... I also... how many Ultra Balls? I have 77. Oh yeah, I bought some between episodes. I also bought some Carbos and gave it to Schmitty. I don't think that helped too much, because it kind of hopes... I kind of hope he would be fast enough, because I know you can get a Haunter fast enough, but I don't think mine has the EVs or IVs, whatever those hidden stat things are. But it's fine. We'll make do. We just gotta hope that on the first turn it doesn't run away, I guess. So let me get on the old bike, just to speed things up a bit, and we're gonna have a nice little chat on today's episode. I don't know how long I'm gonna... I don't know how long it would realistically take. I'm just gonna kind of play it by ear, I suppose. First thing I want to talk about is Hollow Knight Silk Song is like 2 weeks away. I'm so excited for that. I think we're good here. Those effects wore off. I guess I could just do a repel per route. Here's the next route. And the trailer they showed, with what I think they mentioned over 200 bosses, which is crazy. I know the first game had a lot of bosses, but I don't know if it was really... I guess it depends on what you count as a boss. And I feel like I'd count, because Hollow Knight 1, and I feel like Silksong will end up having something similar, I'd imagine. It has the this Pantheon thing where you go through and fight a bunch of bosses in a row, but they're... And at the end, because there's like multiple Pantheons, and I'm rambling now. Basically a boss rush, a glorified boss rush mode, where it would like split it up into chunks, and then there was one at the end that had them all. But that was... I don't think that was anywhere near triple digits. So to think, oh, that's I don't want to go there. Alright. I think past this tree might be next route? Well, I never got this far. Yes. Yes. We're on Route 35 now. Just want to make sure I'm doing this right. I might need to buy some more super repels at a point. But yeah, it looks so fun. The new areas. I don't know if they ever confirmed if it's a sequel, a prequel, or not even canon. I don't know. Either way, I hope to be able to get it day one. That's my that's the idea. Because I loved Hollow Knight. I'm glad I got around to playing it earlier this very year. I got around to playing it, so I'm glad I beat most of it. I never finished all the Pantheons. That's the one thing I never quite got a hold of. Which is... It just gets real rough, because there's a few bosses that are Pantheon exclusive, but like harder versions of pre-existing boss fights. But it's rough, man. It's real rough, but fun. It's a fun game nonetheless. So I'm curious. The Hornet's movement looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It reminds me of when, at least some parts of the trailer remind me... Because as some of you may be aware, I'm a big Shovel Knight fan. It reminds me of back when Spectre of Torment specifically was coming out and all new and stuff. And the movement differences between all four of those games, really, but Spectre of Torment really... Well, no, King of Cards had weird movement. But weird in a good way. But it's different, you know? And I feel like Silksong's gonna provide that, and I'm so looking forward to it. I was not expecting September. With how much they were just kind of not talking about it at all. Just not bringing it up. Hardly mentioned. September of this year was not in my... idea, but I'm so happy. I was thinking next year, or maybe... Well, no, they already confirmed this year, so never mind. I was thinking maybe more like holiday season, or winter. Which I guess for this year would be the same. Because winter kind of bleeds into the next year, more so than the pre... It's kind of weird, I don't know. Alright. Cut this tree again. Let me check. If I'm up here... Does this count as Route 36, or did I pass Route 36? Not pack. Poké Gear. Okay, so this is 36. Okay. Just want to make sure that I'm not skipping a route. Oh, the tree grew back. I didn't even... I guess I did kind of leave. I left enough. Alright, back on it. Yeah, this is the method, apparently. But I'm so... There's so much to look forward to this year, man. At least for me. I'm just so happy with so much coming out. Like Kirby Air Riders, I wasn't sold on that game when it first announced. I was like, oh, that's cool. A sequel 20 years in the making. I mean, I'm here for it. That's fun. I kind of wish more companies did that. But after the direct they did, which I don't know if I talked about that yet on the channel. It looks so much fun. Sorry, my brain froze up there for a moment. It really does look like a... It's very different for a racing game, not having to hold up on the control stick, not having to hold down a button to move. It just goes. You just focus on other things, and the whole city trial... Because I never played the original Kirby Air Rider game. I've seen footage, so I knew the gist. I knew it was like a racing game and it had that other mode. I didn't know how in-depth that other mode was. It's kind of crazy, but I like it. That's another game I wanna pick up. I think that was it. I think they said it comes out in November. Although I still haven't picked up Donkey Kong Bonanza. I also never watched that direct either. Because I feel like unlike Kirby Air Riders, for example, I feel like I at the very least got enough information out of it to know I want to play that game. I know it's been out for a little bit, and I've surprisingly stayed very spoiler-free, which is glad. Or at least I'm glad. It looks fun, though. And I'm glad we got a new Donkey Kong game after a good while of not having one. Who knows, maybe I could do a series on it. I don't know. I haven't played any of the Donkey Kong games on the channel yet. I want to. Just a little something to think about for the future. I do want to play the Donkey Kong games on the channel at some point. At the very least, Donkey Kong Country games, like the original trilogy. 64, even though it doesn't have country in the title, I count it as a country game. And of course, the Returns games, because I feel like you could lump Tropical Freeze in that era, the new era of Returns. In terms of games, I don't remember if I know I brought up the idea of it, but I don't remember if I actually talked about it after it happening. I recently bought extra storage for my Xbox Series S. Oh, hold on. Did I use the repel yet? No, I didn't. Okay, let's move out. And it is so nice. Like the base storage that thing comes with is laughable in today's age of gaming. Like, but the thing I bought was an extra terabyte because that's all I really need. And although I'm a very big, although I do love my physical games, when it comes to Xbox, I don't care as much. So that's why I have a Series S. Also, it's cheaper. And I also really just got one to play Dragon Ball Sparking Zero back when that came out, and I finally have that reinstalled because I can afford the storage now. Because I hadn't been playing it for a bit, and I honestly might get back into that at some point. It's a fun game. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, I'd recommend it, and have the money and console to support it. Although it's coming to Switch and Switch 2, that still baffles me. Switch 2 I get. Right, because it's newer, it's more powerful. And Sparking Zero is a very well optimized game, right? So I don't really have doubts on that front. But Switch 1, and I know I've talked about this before, but it still just blows my mind. That's not a legendary jingle. Because since we actually saw... many episodes ago, we saw Suicune when trying to catch, what's his name? Lucky. Since Snubble's a 1% encounter rate, we actually found Suicune. That's still funny. If only I had the Master Ball back then, would have been one down. I would have done it too. I mean, when the opportunity presents itself, you know what I mean? You gotta take advantage. And stuff like that. Not Hyper Potion. What am I doing? Why was I even at Hyper Potion? Not. I don't know. Alright, storage. That's what I was talking about. I downloaded a bunch of games, stuff I used to play, but I just didn't have storage for, versus stuff that I was actively playing at the time. Oh! This could be it. Ah, yes! Raikou! Finally! Something big here! Hi, Schmitty. I want to test if you're fast enough, but I also don't want to ruin this opportunity. Raikou was the one I set out for the Master Ball too, so I'm just gonna do it. Because I don't think you are fast enough, Smitty. I love you. You're still gonna be helpful though, I hope. I really hope you're fast enough. Oh goodness. I don't think you are though. I used a lot of my money spending Carbos. But hey, look at that. With no effort at all. Other than the effort of retrying. Raikou, the Thunder Pokemon. A Pokemon that races across the land while barking. A cry that sounds like crashing thunder. They even call it barking in here. Huh. Because I know there's a big... It's kind of... And I will not give you a nickname. Hey, if you want to give Raikou a nickname, suggestions down below. Same goes for Ho-Oh. I forgot to mention that earlier. Looking for nicknames for Ho-Oh, Raikou, and I might as well say it. The whole legendary dog, cat trio, beast trio. I doubt there'd be two on the same route, right? It wouldn't be that convenient that Entei or Suicune would be roaming around here, right? I mean, might as well make use of the old repel while we have it. Oh, and there it goes. So yeah, nicknames, please. Oh, let me finish the storage thing before I get on to the legendary beast stock. I want to finish what I was talking about. Real quick. One game I installed because I heard it was... Because one of my cousins wanted to play it with me for a while now. I just didn't have the storage. Because before, I'd have to reinstall, or like uninstall just about everything I had to install this one game. Now that I have a bunch of storage, it was worth it. And oh boy, was it worth it, because this game is so much more fun than I thought I would have with it. And that game is GTA Online. I've never really played the GTA games, ever. Just wasn't on my radar of games to play. But the game is way more involved than I've ever thought it was. Like when I saw people, I've seen videos, right, of people playing GTA 5, GTA Online, whatever. And most of the time, and to be fair, this part's fun too. But most of the time, it's just people, you know, doing crime, getting the cops, calling them, and escaping the cops, or like going to the military base and trying to steal a tank or something. That's all I've ever really seen. But no, and I knew there were stuff like heists and missions, but I never actually seen gameplay of it. And it's actually really fun. I didn't think I'd like GTA as much as I thought, as much as I do. I've been having so much fun. Like it's actually been a blast, and I'm so happy that I gave it a shot. Just goes to show, man, you really should never... It's like how they say never judge a book by its cover, never judge a game by its cover either, man. But like, I just didn't think it would be my kind of game. But no, it's just kind of fun. Even just going from like I own in the game, I own a nightclub, as well as a bunker that's really far away. And it takes a while, you know, you gotta drive there, but there's plenty of music. There's something for everyone with all the different radio stations that in game. Although since they're very much like the real deal, how they're mimicking radio stations, there are ads, but they're very short, fake ads. But the music choices, there's so much. You got rock, hip hop, pop, modern, from modern stuff to classics, man. And playing this has gotten me excited for GTA 6. I don't know if I'll pick that up when it comes out, if it comes out at this point, because I think it got delayed again to like September of next year. Or maybe, I don't know if that's just a rumor or whatnot. Like, listen, that game's about to be like the best game ever. Man. Or something, for how much... I mean, they're putting a lot of time in that. I just wanted to mention that real quick, that it's just... Man, I didn't think I'd have so much fun with that. Back to Legendary Beasts, because I said I was going to get back to that point earlier in when I caught Raikou. It's kind of divisive on whether or not the beasts are dogs or cats. And I feel like in the world of Pokemon, it's like fantasy creatures and whatnot, I kind of feel like they're a bit of both. Oh hey, speaking of which, who did we find? Suicune! Long time no see, friend. Please don't run away. Smitty, please be faster somehow. Don't I have the Quick Claw? Well, I should probably give you that just in case. Mean look, go! Oh, we are faster! Yes! So now you can't escape. Gust. Okay, how much damage we talking? We're evil? Or evil? No. We're even. Alright, Nightshade's really my only attacking move. I don't want it to be confused, because last thing I need is for it to hit itself and die. We do more damage. I like this. Smitty. I like you, Smitty. I'm so glad I used those carbos. That made the difference. One thing I don't know about Mean Look and why I'm gonna keep Smitty in. I don't know if the effect leaves if the one who set up Mean Look leaves. We're finding out. Smitty fled in fear. Oh! I thought that just switched my Pokemon. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh. No. Oh, Roar. They probably all have that. Well, back on my point about the legendary beasts. Is like, Raikou is a great example. It's very much saber-toothed tiger coded, but in the Pokédex entry we just saw earlier in the video, it mentions that it barks, which is a dog characteristic, so I just think the answer is honestly both. I don't see why it can't be both. They're legendary Pokemon. Suicune. Oh, man, okay. Maybe I should hit it with the old Confuse Ray. Oh, man. And I tried looking up if the Mean Look stuff... Maybe I should just look up a video on how Mean Look works. Probably all it's going to say is like, oh, Mean Look makes it so your opponent cannot switch out. And it's like, yeah, I know that part. But if the Mean Look... The one who said it... Like, if I switch out Smitty, will Mean Look still be in effect? Is my question. Because sometimes with stuff like that, it's not. They need to still be there, like Arena Trap. I guess that's an ability, not a move. But you know what I mean, right? Next time I see one, I'm gonna try Switty? No. I'm gonna try switching out Smitty. Also, how's he looking? Looking grand. I'm gonna try switching out Smitty for Fresnel and putting out a Paralyze, just so it has less of a chance of doing anything. Which is also why I was looking for Hypnosis, because that would have been great. If I had a Hypnosis TM. Maybe I could look into that if there is such a thing. Like between episodes. Hey, we found another one! Is this Entei? It is. Well, we found all 3 in one episode. Even if we didn't catch all 3 in an episode. There's still time. I mean, look. Alright, this is the test. Entei can't escape now. Leer? Okay. Okay. This is a test. Can I switch out without Entei being able to be freed from the Mean Look? Yes, okay. Or no, rather. So we need to keep Smitty. This is a Smitty-only job. Understood. I don't suppose Suicune was hanging around with Entei, but I'm still gonna use up my Repel, just because it just works. But we've seen all 3. That's crazy. Imagine if we caught all 3 in one episode. Oh, I would have been so happy. I'm still happy that Smitty's fast enough. That this whole strategy doesn't rely on them not running on turn 1. I was so concerned. But that makes me happy. That gives me restored hope in this endeavor that I honestly didn't have going into this episode. But I think I'm gonna give it one more run on all 3 routes. So 3 more super repels, and in between episodes I will brain, please. Oh goodness, brain. In between episodes I'll get more repels so that we're prepared for next episode. Unless by some miracle in the last 2 minutes, or however long I go for since I'm doing 3 more repels, so let's say 3 minutes, we happen to catch Entei and Suicune. I would not be opposed to this. But Roar adds a whole new conundrum to this. I can't defend against Roar. Actually, could I? There are... what move is it? I don't know if the move exists back in Gen 2. There's a move... Well, there's Encore, which I don't know if existed. That would force them to use the same move 5 turns in a row, I think. So that would be good if I could get Encore. But I know there's a move... I don't remember what it's called. I don't think it's Taunt. I think Taunt makes it so you can only... Well, no, it is Taunt that I want. Because Taunt makes it so you can only do physical moves. Meaning Roar, they wouldn't be allowed to roar. So maybe between episodes I'll look and see if Roar... One, if Haunter can learn Taunt or Encore. 2, if either of them exist in Generation 2, and 3, if either of them exist in buyable TM form, or findable TM form. I'm willing to go out for a hunt, and that would be recorded, because that would be a fun little journey we could go on. Because both of those, I feel like preferably Taunt Because that would just eliminate Roar from the jump. Well, I guess, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Either or. I don't know, I just don't know if either of those exist in Gen 2. I'm not an expert on when moves can... I could tell you when any Pokemon, what generation each Pokemon's a part of, but I couldn't tell you where the moves come from. But that looks to be all we're gonna get done in this episode. So next time on Pokemon Silver... I don't know why I said it like that. Anywho, next time Pokemon Silver, we're gonna catch, hopefully, another one of the beasts, whether it be Suicune or Entei, or both, I don't know. Or we'll go on a journey for one of those TMs, if such a thing exists. I'll even look through my TM list right now. Imagine it is in there and I just didn't notice it earlier because I wasn't thinking to notice. Either way. Either way. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice one. When did my outro change? What was my outro normally? Oh my goodness, I missed one day and I'm washed up. Remember, stay positive, and I'll see you in the next one. There it is. Later.